Dave Coldwell, how are you, mate?
I'm very good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. Smile on your face. We're next to Hopey Price, who's going to be fighting on Saturday night as well. How's the journey been so far? Good year?
Very good. I love a Hopey Price fight week because he's the most laid back, stress-free person that I think I've ever worked with. So yeah, it's quite an enjoyable experience.
And you work with some big names: Tony Bellew, Derek Warshazora. The stress levels, you're saying he's chilled out. He was a bit more spiteful on stage today, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, he's just having a laugh at it. You know, he's at ease. He's at ease. This is what he does. This is what he looked forward to. I think he enjoyed being up on the top table. You know, fighters have got a little bit of jeopardy in them now. So you're going to start seeing the best of Hopey Price, really.
He's gone up in weight as well. And again, when we're looking at fighters that go up in weight, I mean, Tony Bellew, you've worked with him. What kind of advice has you given him as well when it comes to weight gain and loss? And
well, you just got to look at him. He's just under 6 foot. 6 foot as a super bantamweight was like very, very tall, extremely tall. Still big for featherweight. He's 23 now, just 23, and it's just a case of where my plans are next year. That's when he's going to be let off the leash for major titles. This year it's about fighting, good development fights against fighters that have been there, maybe just slightly past it, or been there recently, just like James Beaches. He's just fought for the British and Commonwealth featherweight titles. So we want to be in against those kind of opponents, so we can get that experience, have that experience of being in them fights at that level, and then next year going for the big titles, and I'll let him off the leash. So in a year's time, the question is, would he be able to make super bantamweight? No, he wouldn't. His last couple of fights, he's made the weight fine, but when you're on the pads with him, you just feel a little bit different on, after he's refueled in the changing rooms. Not got that same sort of snap and strength. So even though refueling, it's some fighters, they start to lose that little bit of sharpness, and then that's when they start struggling, and usually you stay there and then they start struggling to make weight, and then that's when the performance drops massively. There's no need to do that with him because he's not going to be in the big title fights for another year anyway. So is there any point in carrying on making a weight that he's not going to be able to make in a year's time when he's in those fights? No. So instead, he's comfortably going to be at featherweight, and he'll continue to grow, develop, thicken out as he's progressing into being a man, and so the timing will be right for that anyway.
I don't stalk you on Twitter or anything, but you come up on my feed now and again. One of the comments that you mentioned, I think it was this week or a few days ago, was in regards to, I'm going to paraphrase here, but guys, there are other weight divisions out there, not the heavyweight division. I mean, do you, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but do you think people are so fixated on one division? There's a whole world out there, isn't there?
A lot. Obviously, people that are in boxing, no, and people that are boxing fans, no. But you're talking about mass appeal, the general public crossover. Yes, they look at the heavyweight division and they think that is boxing, or that is the sort of indication of the health of the sport. But it's not. It's just one division, and you're talking about a group, a small group of fighters in the whole of the sport.
Is it the equivalent of when people think that, and again, when Americans think that there's only London in England and there's other cities?
Yeah, very much so. That's a decent analogy, really. Yeah, there's a lot more to it, and I just feel as though I get a little bit frustrated when the division's not happening. It's not happening at the moment, and it's frustrating, and I've said that before. But I get a bit pissed off when people just think that that's the sport and they tarnish the whole sport. No, there's some great fights happening. There's some great fights that are being made. There's, and the better fights anyway. I love the sport, and it just pisses me off how people run the sport down when there's actually a lot of good. Just focus more on the good stuff. All the shit, don't give it any attention. That's it. Let them sort itself out, and talk about it when it happens, and then it's great, and then it is fantastic, and then they are huge mega fights. But like I said, there's plenty of stuff going off outside the heavyweight division, just for people to enjoy the sport and to see. Yeah, well, actually, that is boxing.
Absolutely. And Tony, your man as well, there was talks of him saying he wants to come out of retirement. Is he just being a wind-up merchant now, or the star of Creed 3, Creed 1 as well?
I don't know. Just yeah, you need to ask him that question, really. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Good stuff. Dave.